Welcome guys, this is Time to Hunt, the 2015 Sika Raw. We're up here on the tops and we've walked in, we've slogged our way in this afternoon and it's been pretty wet and cold and miserable.
Perfect morning for Sika hunting. Little Red and I are heading off now to hopefully do battle with big Sika stags, so come along with us and we'll see what we can find. This is our first morning. We obviously walked in pouring rain yesterday afternoon and now it's just cleared to this. This is perfect. Reply. A hee-haw. It's down the creek. The wind is going down the creek as well, but it's our only option to go down and have a nosy. Well, that's it for a morning hunt. Prime Sika country. All the conditions have been perfect. It's quite a strong wind, and Emma and I have hunted some pretty cool spots. We haven't put up a deer this morning. We've heard the odd stag, nothing close, and yeah, it's just one of those days Sika hunting when nothing happens. So head back to the hut and have some lunch and a brew, and then head out this afternoon, start over. All right. Oh yeah, look at that sucker. This beats KFC any day.
Ha ha ha.
Yum. Well, bit of drama here tonight. Emma thinks she's smacked a pretty good stag with reasonable looking tops. Unfortunately, she's lost it. She's had a bit of a look with her dog. She's still pretty confident. But I'm picking, we're going to leave it in the morning. We're going to go for a normal hunt, let the flies have a look at it if it's still there, and then we'll take both dogs over and have a bloody nosy and see if it's about. So that's what we've got to report.
I better give a bit of a spiel, otherwise people think that I'm just this mute thing sitting in the corner of the hut. Well, it was getting towards late, last light sort of thing. 300 yards away, saw these beautiful tops, Sika tops. I thought, man, that looks good. We'll have to have a crack at that. 300 yards, so, reasonably long way, looking for a good rest. Had a crack. Think I hit it, but by the time I went down there to have a look and make sure to see whether I could find a blood trail, couldn't find any blood trail. Got to the edge of the Manuka clearing, or where the Manuka was, and I thought, no, I'm not going to go floundering around in there in the darkness. I want to get back to the hut and we'll get the cavalry and come and have a look for it the first thing in the morning, so fingers crossed.
Yep, so come along with us, it's time to hunt. At least there's been some action tonight. Right.
Well, baby, thank you very much for talking me into coming back and having a look for this Sika stag, because I was not at all that confident last night. Too many have shot and they've just walked away. Whoa. A little stiff. Whoa. How about that? And to top it off, my dog found it. And to think last night I was only about 60 or 70 metres away from it. She ran up here last night, but I didn't hear any growling or barking or anything like that, and I thought, could be anywhere. And it was getting dark, and I wasn't that keen on spending the night out in the darkness, and if I'd only have walked a little bit more, and here it is.
How cool is this big sucker? He's got beautiful, beautiful tops, thick timber, massive big coronets on him. He's a big old bugger, beautiful thick mane. That is a classic Manchurian type stag. He's got one seriously ripped up ear here. He's been doing a bit of fighting over the years. Really cool trophy. Well done, buddy.
Woo!
By God, I'm glad little Reed can shoot. She wasn't too certain last night when she came back to the hut, but she said it was a pretty good stag, so look what happens. Woohoo! Big bastard. Awesome. Awesome rump pad, this one. He's just ripped up this bloody moss. Really cool. But man, they're just so quiet today. I've only seen videoed one hind and spooked another one. That's been it. This bugger's got to be around here somewhere. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy, Flint. Welcome to Time to Hunt. It's been a frustrating day. It's primo Sika rut time. The buggers are so quiet. Emma and I have been starting to ask ourselves, have we missed it? Did it happen last week, or is it just starting? It's bloody hard to know. So I left the hut at daybreak this morning. I bumped a couple of hinds, videoed one of them, and then some lovely pads up the top here. did a bit of calling. Little tiny spiker coming here, a lovely little rutted up neck, a couple little bumps on his head, he thought he was the man. And then Flint crossed the face and something started squealing below us. And the spiker was kind of like, oh, look at Flint, you know, that's really cool. Anyway, got the dog back, did some more calling, and then finally, I believe this bugger opened up down below us, gave a single call. Went, yeah. So we hightailed down the ridge a couple hundred yards, sat tight, did some more calling. He answered from maybe 60 yards through some crap. I thought, oh, if you got a hind, you're not going to come to us. So we snuck in through some rubbish. He might have heard us coming, and next minute here he is weaving his way up the hill to us. So I decided to plug him. I thought I had it videoed on this cam 1, but it doesn't look like it did. Would have been good, he was close. And I probably poked him just in behind the ribs, to be fair. He ran about 80 yards down this hill, and again, the old fella here got him for me, so that saved a lot of work, so pretty cool. 2 8-pointers on the ground, and we've still got plenty of days left. Well, the fun bit was pulling the bloody trigger. Now the hard bit is probably the 2-hour walk back to camp. And classic as this is probably the same ridge that Emma picked up her small 8 last year. It's on the cover of NZ Hunter this month, so pretty cool ridge this. Anyway, I better to get some work done. I said I'd be back for lunch at the hut, but I don't think I'm going to quite make lunch today. So get this butchered and get back, have a break and go out for an evening hunt. Right, time to hunt. Oh, it's hard, yeah, bashing up through all this rubbish. These little game trails, but they're not much good. I'm feeling as stuffed as a dog. So I've got to get to the top of this, and then we can sort of cut across and get onto a proper track. Go and have a cold beer. Oh yeah. Hey, Sika, is it a perfect morning?
Oh, it's brilliant, isn't it? You don't get too many of these like this. No wind, hardly anything. Hey guys, this is Team Little Red and Pooch. Here's the Sika stag that I've just stalked in on and snotted through the face or the nose from a 308. Dead on the spot, hey? Can't get better than that. He's only a 7, unfortunately, but tell you what, still that's pretty cool head and pretty cool hunt with Amy. Hey Pooch, Pooch, come on, Amy, come and say hello to the camera. Amy's not too, she's pretty camera shy at the moment, but successful morning at least for the girls, and we'll walk back to the hut and see what the boys have been up to this morning, Backridge Butcher and Flint Dog. But Little Red has scored this morning, so pretty happy. And that's my naughty Foxy, who is pretty excited about the results of the morning's hunt anyway. Alright, to come along with us, it's time to slog back to the hut.
Wow, we're back at the hut. Little Red's here on her bunk. She's broken.
Yeah, I'm absolutely in pieces.
But she deserves to be. Man, what a tale. As you'll see on the video, she's slayed a really cool stag. It might be a hybrid, I'm not quite sure, but it looks a big-headed looking thing. Cool looking 7, could be an 8. I'm going to go and retrieve it tomorrow because it broke Little Red getting it up through the scrub, and she's left it on a clay pan, GPS'd it, so I'll go and find it in the morning. So
the morning's broken me. Actually, it's not just a morning, it was the whole day. But you can check out my hunting dog.
Yeah, hunting dog's there. She's broken too.
She's broken too.
So now we're having a bit of beer. I'm going to cook her a big fat porterhouse for dinner and
some Panadol.
listen to the stories into the wee hours, I'd say. So what an awesome trip we're having. We're getting a few stags, so it's really cool. Right. Well, welcome to Time to Hunt. Been sent on a mission this morning to find Little Red's head. As you can see, I've done that. He's a gnarly looking old bugger. Man, she worked hard for this one. She left the hut just after daybreak yesterday, and I finally found her coming up the hill just after 5 o'clock last night. So that was a big day. Hence, that's why she left us here. She was knackered. So, there's a stag that's just hee-hawed a couple hundred yards down in the scrub here. I'm debating whether to go and have a look. Bloody hell, it's tiger country. This is just shit down in here. Well, looks like an easterly change is coming in. It's starting to rain now. And the Mr. Weather forecaster on the radio tells me it could last for about 3 days. So I'll go and see what little Red's doing. Might be time to pack up, head for home, replenish, let the storm go past and maybe come in for 2 or 3 days. Right. Retirement is getting close. It's getting closer and closer for the big old hairy dog. Been out for a walk this morning and now he just wants to sleep. Anyway, he's going to have to walk down the hill in the rain in about an hour once we've cleaned up the hut, and then we'll head for home. Get the boil up pots on and clean our gear and plan the next trip. Right. So we're just breaking camp and going to try and beat this wet easterly home, get to our truck, get out of here. Time to hunt. Right, welcome to Time to Hunt. It's Anzac Day 2015 and we're just whipping down some porridge and Milos and cups of tea, and Jonty and I are going to go out and try and do battle with big Sika stags this morning. It's a perler of a morning. There's not a breath of wind yet. I'm sure it will get up a little bit, and there's Sika stags hee-hawing from all points of the compass, so I'm pretty excited. I've just got to get this man out of bed, get his socks on and his boots on, and we can get into it. Alright, come along with us. It's time to hunt. Well, it's snack time. We've bumped a couple of hinds, but we heard one single calling on the way over. Otherwise, since first light, it's been very quiet. Well, welcome to Time to Hunt. It's Anzac Day, end of April, getting near the end of April, and we've had a bit of action this morning. We got onto a single calling stag on a ridge way the hell over there. We stalked in. We were hoping Jonty was going to nail it. Maybe the down bloody wind quietly creeping down the hill behind us sort of spooked it and he just drifted away, but man, he was only like 40 or 50 yards in front of us and he was hee-hawing and single calling and making all kinds of weird noises. It was pretty damn exciting, and I think we're very unlucky not to get a glimpse of him at least. And then this bugger was probably 1,000 yards or 700 or 800 yards away across this gully, and he was just going nuts as well. So we got over here from down in this nasty creek down here. Unfortunately, Johnny had had enough and he didn't want to bash up through the scrub to him, so I said, well, you stay here with the dog and I'll go and have a crack. I got up here. Somehow the bloody deer just got a whiff of me and was onto me. But I missed him with the first shot, and then with AJ's caller, I just walked straight into him because he was confused, doing lots of mewing and calling. And I got through this tight stuff, and there he was in the open, so I gave him a crack. And yeah, he's just a small 8. Pretty cool. So we'll get this one butchered. We're a fair old way back to the hut from here, but we'll go and see if we can find something else on the way home, because it'd be really cool if Johnny could get a bloody stag this trip, but we'll see what happens. Amy's pretty excited anyway. It's time for a break on the track. We're just having some water. Boys and the dog are starting to feel a bit stuffed. Oh. Hopefully it's all worth it though. I've carried them for the first hour, so now it's Jonty's turn. Oh, it feels so much better. Oh yeah. Well, there's the burgers that I've been talking about, and we've got the Anzac Day bugle going on in the background. So that's our Anzac Day stag. And we are stuffed. But we're debating about cleaning up, packing up, and actually heading home. It might be the end of our Sika Raw 2015.